this just in an hour ago from Mashable that Apple still gets its jab in on Android users because though there will be a 3-month free trial for iOS and web users of Apple Music, that will not be the case for Android users.
Wah, wah.
So if you were hoping,
that's not cool.
So if you were hoping to check it out for 3 months free, you don't get to unless you switch to iOS.
Also, stuff.
I don't know. I'm interested to check it out. I don't know. I don't know that it necessarily brings anything new to the table, but I'll check it out. I'm curious to know how, like, if Beats won the 24-hour, 7-day-a-week radio thing, whatever it is going to be like an influential anything.
There it is. Radio on the internet.
Radio on the internet. Doors that open like this.
Do you guys think Apple's going to design it so that it's immaterial design?
That's a good question.
That would be awesome.
What do you guys know about design? We'll just do our own minimalistic thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, if they do it to follow the iOS standards, I mean, you know how developers kind of get raked over the coals when they bring their iOS design over to Android.
OMG, you mean like how Twitter was made for iOS users? It was not made for Android users?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then the reviews. I mean, no matter what, the reviews for Apple Music for Android, I predict whether it deserves it or not are going to be like 1 star, really low, in abundance.
Google is the king.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be ugly.
Traitors.
It's gonna be ugly. I'm not saying it deserves it, but the hive mind is difficult to coerce otherwise.
Well, continuing the ugly tip, one little bit out of WWDC that came out is that Apple shows off a new Move to iOS app that will make it easier for users to switch from Android to iOS. Basically,
from an HTC One to iOS.
Yeah. That's ouch. That's an ouch move right there, which I get. I mean, you want to make it as easy to switch people over, and so this app will, ease the transition. By allowing people to line up their apps and launch them on the iOS when they get the new phone and wirely transfer contacts, message history, photos, bookmarks, mail, calendars, media, all that stuff. So, I mean, is this a sign that Apple is worried about Android, or is it I'm trying to figure out what this move is? I get you want to make it as easy for people to get on board and using your phone, but this is pretty specific.
Can I be honest about something? I have to admit something. I really hope my mother doesn't find out about this app because I'm afraid she might go back to iOS because of it. I'm not going to tell her it exists. So let's pretend it doesn't exist. Thanks.
She'll find another way. You can't stop in you can't stand in the way if there's a will.
Just brought her to the dark side. Slash my side.
Does she? So she's not enjoying it, or what's the deal?
Yeah, she was not. She comes back from Europe today, so I'm going to hear about it this weekend. And she asked my cousin for help overseas on her Android device. So,
oh well, I hope the discussion goes well. That doesn't sound like it's setting up to be a very fun talk. And I understand.